Terpenes. Hi, my name is Derek Baker, and this is CBD with DB. In this segment, I'm going to discuss terpenes. What are they, and why do we care about them? Well, essentially, terpenes are the ingredient that is the smell, flavor, aromatics that are within plants. It's what repels us from plants or attracts us to them. It's that essence in the rose that we love so much, which quite often is also the difference between an orange that doesn't have any good smell and taste to it to the one that has those smells and tastes that we're looking for. Terpenes are what are responsible for aromatherapy. When someone infuses a room with lavender in order to help themselves feel more calm, where they put pine or eucalyptus in order to lift themselves up, this is the use of terpenes for aromatherapy. Terpenes are the main ingredient in my essential oil diffuser that you see here that I use for aromatherapy while I work. Now, most plants contain a combination of terpenes while only being rich in one or two. Oranges, for example, are really rich in something called valencia, as well as D-limonene or limonene. Now, lemons are also rich in limonene, and mostly limonene. That's why they have that really lemony smell to them. Pine trees are really rich in pine, and then mangoes contain something called myrcene. Now, cannabis plants come in a variety of different combination of terpene formats. It's this smell format that then determines which strain grouping that cannabis plant is going to fall under. In the cannabis world, there's two essential strain groups that we talk about: sativas versus indicas. Now, the sativa, we call that the dancer's drug or the artist's drug. What it does is it activates the mind, gives you energy, kind of lifts you up, gets you going and focused. So that artist that wants to create that painting that just blows the mind, or that dancer that wants to get out there and just let it all go. That's what sativa is for. Now, the other one, indica, we call that one in the couch. It just puts you out, knocks you down, and can help you go to sleep. Now, for those of you who are familiar with your cannabis strains, smell them in your head. All of your sativas are going to be citrusy, piney, peppery, or astringent, kind of chemical smell. All your indicas, on the other hand, have an earthy, a woody, a floral, or a fruity smell. Notice the correlation between the smell and how it's going to affect you, sativa versus indica. So can you see how terpenes are actually the aromatherapy aspect of cannabis? The terpenes will pair with those cannabinoids, twist them in one way, shape, or another in order to affect your cannabinoid experience. Now, some terpenes actually amplify the effects of cannabis. For example, myrcene is the base molecule that all the cannabinoids are built from originally. So when it's added to the mix, it actually amplifies the effects of the cannabinoids in your system. Conversely, THC can also amplify a lot of the terpenes while they're in your system. Myrcene, normally all by itself, has a tendency to give you an uplifted and good-hearted feeling and then drop you off with relaxation. However, when it gets amplified by THC, for many new smokers, this is what we call the giggles, because they just can't handle, nor have they ever experienced, magnified myrcene before. Now, a lot of good cannabis products actually rely on the terpenes almost as much as they do the cannabinoids themselves. Quite often during the manufacturing process, added terpenes will have to be put in order to get the desired product. Now, so long as the terpenes that are added are actually derived from food-grade organic plants, they can come from any source. Derive them individually from different plants, mix them back together in the exact same ratio as the plant you're trying to mimic, and then you'll get the exact same effects. You don't have to actually derive them from the cannabis plant. That would be like saying you have to get the salt from the cannabis plant if you needed more salt in your product. Now, it should be noted that terpenes in concentration are actually quite strong and actually toxic. In fact, many terpene solutions are the base source for many household cleaning solutions. If you've ever used one of these orange-looking cleaning solutions around the house, it's based on D-limonene or limonene, the one I referenced earlier that comes from citrus, oranges, and lemons. Pine sol is another terpene-based solvent that's used around the house on a regular basis. So can you see how terpenes actually need to be handled with care? I personally am not super excited about seeing raw terpenes for sale on the market for people to be using for their own purposes, to mix and make their own products. They're really kind of dangerous, and most people don't understand that you shouldn't handle them at all, and you should be wearing gloves while working with them. Personally, I think we should be leaving it up to the professionals to be doing terpene additives for our products. Well, I really hope this helped demystify the whole subject of terpenes for you. If it helped open your door of knowledge even a little bit, please press the like button, and if you hit the subscribe, you'll be able to get my future segments as they come out. I'm Derek Baker, and this has been CBD with DB. Thank you very much for watching.